Ladies and gentlemen, inside this video we're going to be talking about money. Inside this video I'm going to tell you how much I paid for all my WWE tickets. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. If you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge. You get $20 off your tickets. You literally save $20 off any ticket for any event in the world just by using code Hodge at checkout on first-time orders on SeatGeek. If it's not a first-time order, make a new account. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a video I was not planning on making. I was not planning to do this in any sorts. This is a video you guys kind of sprung on me. If you guys don't know, on my Instagram, follow me at TheBrandon on Instagram. Also, I posted this on TikTok. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, it's at BH Vlog King. I proposed this like little silly short little video, like it was just like a bonus thing to kind of promote the vlog because I just went to WWE Raw this past week. So basically, this reel here, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Basically, it shows the view of where I was sitting, right? And it says this is what a $160 ticket looked like for WWE Raw this past week. I got second row hard cam for WWE Raw for $160, actually $158 before fees. I posted it, and it started a freaking war on the internet. So this video has actually blown up. Right now, this video is sitting at 360,000 views on Instagram Reels, which is way more views than the vlog has. I was hoping the vlog would blow up, not the freaking silly reel, but of course, it's always something you don't want it to. So anyway, this has started a war in the comments. We got how many comments? We got over 600 comments here, and they're not good comments. They are really people in shock, in disbelief, and calling me names. They're calling me a liar, guys. They're saying, you did not pay $160 for those tickets. You're a liar. Those seats are at least $2,000. I'm like, what planet are you from? I know inflation's getting quite bad, but if it gets to that point, I think I'm just gonna dig a hole in the ground and just lay there for the rest of my life. So yes, they were $158 before fees. I'm gonna post the receipts and everything in this, and we're also gonna go through all my other WWE shows and how much I paid for them, so we really gotta get going here. But I'm gonna read a few of these funny comments for you guys first. Some people were just nice to me, like $160 for those seats, there's no way, that was really, really cheap, which is not bad, but some of them are really bad. Let's get through here. You're a liar, I paid $110 to sit in the sky. Maybe that's what $160 seats looked like 3 years ago, maybe. $160 in South Carolina, LOL. Cap, liar. Don't believe it, I call BS, BS. Fake news, that's total BS, stop lying, bro. BS. There's a lot of people saying BS, only they're saying the word with like the bad word in it. Liar, what city, you're lying, yeah, no one believes you, there's no way. More like 500. This is not true at all. These tickets, I know for a fact, go 700 to 1,000. Not in NYC, not a lot of people from New York City like on this post be like, you're not in New York City, and I'm like, yeah, obviously, what are you, stupid? So basically, BS, lies. I could go on. There's like 600 of these things. They get no, not even in my dreams. Those are $1,600 tickets. Those are 1,600. Why is everyone saying 1,600? I actually haven't read all these comments. So this is like a first time going through these comments, but this is unbelievable. Cap, liar. It's like really, really bad. Okay, so first off, let's prove that these seats were $158. So I bought these, we were gonna buy from the box office from Ticketmaster, but they like didn't have what we were looking for because we went really close. We got second row hard cam, we found them secondhand on SeatGeek. So basically here is the order confirmation. I'll put on screen now. Let me read it to you guys. It says price per ticket was $158. So that was actually cheaper than I claimed. I claimed $160. However, there were fees assessed to the ticket as every site in the world charges fees and taxes. So it's $158 plus the $55 fee. So they were actually $213 with fees and taxes. But the base ticket price, like I said, was $158. I said that in the comments. I said the base price was actually $158. No one believed me, that's how much they were. But they were not for the box office. However, that was actually overpriced because we had to buy them on the resale because we weren't fast enough. But as far as the standard ticket price on floor, here's a screenshot. The standard ticket price on floor is $95. It was not lying that we overpaid. Some people got them for $95. We did not. We paid $158. We paid $58 too much, pretty much. So there's a $95 floor there. Over here is the section we set, which we did not catch it in time when they went to standard tickets. They were platinum seats before they turned to standard tickets. They were $165. We sat second row of this section and we paid $158, but they eventually dropped to $95 like the rest of them. We just weren't fast enough to be able to get them. Other people were. They made some money on us. But yeah, I actually paid $158 for the tickets, guys. but $158 is actually $58 too much, or maybe even a little more, because the standard ticket price is literally, here's your proof, $95 for floor for Monday Night Raw in a small town. And they still had front row during the show on Ticketmaster, and this front row that was empty, you could buy a ticket to sit up there for $135. So $135 for front row, we paid $158 for second row. No one believes us, and we're like, we paid way, way too much for second row. But nonetheless, that was that show. We're gonna look at some different shows and how much tickets are. Anyway, my secret for getting this ticket is we went to a show in a small town. Now, I flew up there. I'm originally from Tennessee, so I went to Tennessee, visited family, then drove over to South Carolina. But right now, where I'm filming this and where I actually live and where I go to college, I'm here in Orlando, Florida. So Orlando, Florida tickets are not that cheap because there's too many people down here making way too much money, and there's too many obsessed wrestling fans down here. Now, up in these smaller cities, like where I'm from in Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, all that kind of little like small town area, you can get tickets really cheap because these little towns, I don't want to say the word poor, but there's not really much money to be made in these towns. The minimum wage in these states are $7 an hour, you heard me right. Some people from like New York or California or something are not going to believe me when I say literally the minimum wage is $7 an hour. Are a lot of people making more than $7 an hour? Of course they are, but it's not odd to see a lot of people working at like beginner jobs, like fast food restaurants and stuff, and they're literally getting paid minimum wage. They're getting paid $7 or $8 an hour, and that's legitimate, which does not leave much room for an entertainment budget, if at all, by the time they pay their bills. That's why, like, literally, it is so easy to get a $100 floor there, because most people who go to these shows don't buy the $100 floor because they can't afford it. Most of them are getting a reasonable ticket for like a night out, and they're not really hardcore wrestling fans. They're just kind of like, oh, they're in town, maybe we should go. So they're like getting like the $15 tickets or like the $30 tickets. And by the way, a lot of people were saying like that's how much they paid for like Upper was like $100 and some. In these small towns where I get these tickets from, you know, guys, Upper is $15, lower 100 level is like 35 to 50, floor is 95 to usually 135. That's just the prices in these smaller towns. If you're in New York City, like the most expensive place in the entire United States, of course, you cannot get those tickets. And for that reason, in New York City, I think I've only been to like 3 shows there because it's just so freaking expensive. I usually get a lot more shows in the smaller little towns in the mid-eastern United States, but I've been to shows all over, as you guys know. I've been to shows in New York City, I've been to shows in California, I've been to shows in Florida, Texas, Chicago, all over the country. And this year I'll be going to a show in Toronto, Canada, so I can get out of the United States. But I've pretty much been all over the country, every show. I know how the tickets are. In the Southeast, they're the cheapest, but I've also lucked out and got floor for like $150, $200 in like New York City before. I've gotten floor in Chicago for like $150, $200 before. Los Angeles, California, I've only went to it for a pay-per-view, but I got pay-per-view floor like row 3 for like $500. Which is kind of fair for a pay-per-view. As far as more out west, I went to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I got floor for a house show for like $100. So it's not impossible to get good deals in the rest of the country. You just have to be faster because a lot of people have a lot more money in those parts of the country and they're more dedicated wrestling fans. So let's go back in time a little bit. We're gonna go to the beginning here so you guys can see how cheap tickets used to be. So here's a house show back in 2015. That was a while ago. That was a whopping, what, like 9 years ago. So this, back then, the floor, this is front row where camera side would usually be. Of course, this is a house show, so there's no cameras, but it's where camera side normally would be. Front row, we got for $95 a ticket. So that's $95 a ticket. That's how much it was 9 years ago. Okay, let's get a little more recent here. So we got a pay-per-view. Pay-per-views also used to be a lot cheaper back then. We had row 3 for a pay-per-view in Baltimore, Maryland, WWE Payback. I got for $300 a ticket. Now this is with fees. This is $326 with fees. So the ticket alone was probably like $299. Fees were cheaper back then. Okay, let's get a little more recent here. Let's get a little more recent now. So this is 2022. This is the view I got. This is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, December 2022. So almost 2023. We had a second row for the show on the floor. And I paid, look at that, $150 per ticket with fees. Over here was a pretty good deal I caught up with in the Northeast, because the Northeast is so much more expensive than the rest of the country. This was front row, camera side, I got a last minute deal on. This is in Providence, Rhode Island, front row hard cam, and I paid a whopping $252. And I remember specifically that ticket was $199 before fees. So it was $199 front row for a Northeastern show, which is very cheap. The Southern ones, of course, would have been cheaper. But nonetheless, I'm gonna show you guys right now how to maybe find some tickets and when not to buy tickets and stuff like that. So let's go on like Ticketmaster right now, which is the website all the box offices list their tickets on. So let's go on Ticketmaster on the Mac right here, and I will show you guys when not to buy tickets, because some of you guys are completely getting ripped off. I've saw some of you guys saying we're paying like $500, $600, $700 for a Raw. And yeah, you should definitely not pay that. So let me show you. Let's go on Ticketmaster. Just typed in WWE on Ticketmaster, and this is what comes up. So these are going to be shows, I guess, sorted by relevance to me because my location, I guess. Here's Savannah, Georgia. Okay, Monday Night Raw in Savannah, Georgia on May 27th. Oh, that's next week's Raw. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. They have a lot of seats for this Raw in Savannah, Georgia. What the heck is going on here? $300 for Platinum. No one's paying that. Georgia, I guess they don't. That's another one of those towns where they don't pay that much money to their employees and stuff, so people don't have a lot of entertainment budgets. This show is not sold like at all. So all these blue tickets you see that are via or these platinum seats, they're gonna turn into $100 standard ticket very soon. I'm actually, look right there. There's the standard ticket price, $125. Of course, we don't wanna sit that far back, but what we know from experience is these seats here that are $375 will turn to $125 now that we know the standard ticket price. So for a $125 floor, you just have to just wait for them to drop because these are not selling. This show is literally coming up just in a few days, like literally 6 days, and they have not sold like hardly anything on the floor. This is insane. I'm actually shocked by this. This is tempting to go to because Savannah, Georgia is not that far from me. It's like 4 hours or something. So yeah, that's actually really surprising. Okay, so we're finding out things for me that I'm getting excited about because I know these tickets are gonna drop to like $100 and it's like, oh, I give you floor again for another show. Like, how cool is that? So basically that's what you have to do, guys. That's how I find the tickets. If you don't wanna wait that long, you need to figure out when these tickets are going on pre-sale before they actually go on sale. Then you can find out the pre-sale code, get in there, get that $100 ticket for floor. You guys don't have to overpay. $100 for floor is still unachievable for a lot of parts of the country because they can't afford $100 per person for their entertainment budget, for their big family. They just can't do it because they don't make that much money in these towns that only pay $7 an hour. That's a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought $158 for the floor I paid for was overpriced. And a lot of people were like, how did you get so cheap? And I'm like, cheap? I thought that was too much. All right, guys, so I guess I kind of proved my point on Ticketmaster. A lot of times they're gonna have the ringside packages, the platinum, the VIP tickets. Don't do any of that crap. If you wanna get some good prices for some tickets, just get the standard ticket. And a lot of people are like, what's the difference between the standard ticket and the platinum seat? Nothing, it's just the price. They literally give you nothing extra. Like with a ringside, at least you get to have a take-home chair, and then they give you like a poster or something, but still it's not worth the $500, $600 they're trying to charge for it. So basically, that's how I get my tickets, guys. If I can't get a good deal on pre-sale, I'll wait until the platinum seats turn into standard ticket prices. But however, you are taking a lot of risk waiting for those platinum seats to turn into standard tickets. It could be possible that they sell out and you can get nothing for the show. So it's a giant risk. If you really want to go to the show and you're dead set on it, definitely get it on the pre-sale because you'll get a good ticket price and you won't have to wait and worry so much. So yeah, get it on the pre-sale is my advice. Get tickets on the pre-sale. Find out the codes, find when they're going on sale. You should get a TV commercial about a pre-sale in your town and you'll know about that and you'll get a good ticket price. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's pretty much got it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just wanted to clear this up because like I said, my Instagram Reels now approaching like 400,000 views, a bunch of hate comments of no one understanding how it's possible. And I'm like, are you guys the people that are literally paying for platinum seats, paying for ringsider packages, just overpaying for absolutely no reason? The only city I can see where you would have to overpay would be like New York City, because New York City is the biggest, most expensive city in the entire country to go to a show, to live, to do pretty much anything in. New York City is just about money, 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 money. But at the same time, in New York City, you're gonna make more than $7 an hour like these smaller towns, so you kind of got the money to pay for it, hopefully. But there you guys have, that's how much I paid for some WWE shows, and that is how I got this past Raw so cheap, even though we did overpay quite a bit because the standard ticket price was $95 for floor. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching this video so much. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys got some good deals on some tickets, let me know. Also, I forgot to mention my best deal I ever got on tickets. I literally, on the Barricade, $35, Albany, New York. Someone was reselling them and couldn't go, and they really wanted them gone, so they sold them to me for $35. But that's not like a box office find, so I didn't really include it in the video. But that's the best deal I ever got. Pretty much front row on the Barricade of stage for $35. Nonetheless, guys, thanks for watching the video so much. That's gonna do it. I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.